Doors open to the world I see before me. I open up the dream that once was inside, and I unleash the power that I hold inside. No darkness can hold me, no light can hold me back. I am the crash in the ether, I am the power of my path. Secrets are bound to me by time and space alone. The gift of the gods is now untold. I walk through the door, and I see the power inside. Light this world on fire, and set my world alive. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness let it glow. I am the force, I am the key. Unlocking dreams, setting them free. Now I take a deep breath and I say with my final breath, I have the power. Let the power grow in me. Let the power shine in me. Let the unknown be seen. Let the dream awaken and the destiny unfold. Let the power grow. And now it be untold. Let the future be in my hands. As I guide those who come to me. The power that I have to give is their truth. I am the storm, I am the light. In the shadows I ignite. With every breath I claim my throne. In this world I stand alone. Let the power rise, let it flow. Through the darkness let it glow. I am the force, I am the key. Unlocking dreams, setting them free. As I look through the windows of worlds I have seen. From the darkest of the depths to the highest of the light, we see the power that I show is only that of love. I give you all of my strength. I give you all of my courage. Let the freedom fly in me, for the freedom is now reborn. Let the sacred circle open, let the world now be born. Hold my future now, for I dream of what I Let the power shine in me. Let the unknown be seen. Let the dream awaken and the destiny unfold. Let the power grow, and now it's beyond souls. Let the future be in my hands as I guide those who come to me. The power that I have to give is the true destiny. I am the storm.
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. In the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try that again. Hi, everybody. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I would like to say hello to my beautiful Twitch son out there and all my beautiful stars in my chat. I would like to say welcome to Joshua Bleasy, the Ethereal Fire Readings. I am the unknown prophet of Twitch. I am here today to do a Wacky Wednesday style on a Friday, so that means it's Freaky Friday today. And that's the last thing I'll say about it. Anyway, guys, we're doing it this way style today, where you get to choose your verification deck and your same number of shuffles and answer numbers. Those stay the same. You just get to pick a verification deck to verify that what I've told you today is true. That some card that you get. Now here's how the verification decks work. When you give me your numbers, I add all of those numbers up and get a base number 1 through 10. Whatever number you get, I count out that, shuffle that many times. So if you get 2 plus 2 equals 4, then I shuffle 4 times and I count 1, 2, 3, 4 cards out. That's your answer, unless a card pops out just like a God card does. Those are still happening as well. So just so you know, you get maybe some extra messages you might want today. So Demi, I see that you're here in chat, and I'm going to tell you this right now. From this moment forward, if I have to treat you with tough love, no, I do it out of love, and I don't do it to hurt you, but I think it's time that I put my prophet hat back on and treat you like any other reader who would come in here. So with that said, gloves are off, kid. It's time to get my hands dirty again, and let's see and check in on this. Let's get the guys on the line. You throw me your numbers and your question. Pick whichever verification deck you want for this reading. This is the blue deck, the fairy deck. This is the Sacred Circle deck. It's an actual real tarot deck, a normal one. The first one I ever used, the one I trained on. And then the goddess deck. What goddesses will give you the best advice you need to hear for today, and what the universe needs to tell you as well. So, and then everything else works the same, Dini. So throw me your numbers. And if you do have a question you want me to answer today, I'm going to tell you the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth. What I can tell you, okay? It really depends. This one's more of like if you want connection from higher power. This one's more if you want the magic of it and you want to believe in something. This is more of if you want more of a detailed, definitive answer. I know you trust me, but I do want you to pick a deck. Pick a deck and numbers. That's what you have to go do on these days. And this happens every Wednesday normally, but because I missed Wednesday in a lot of days this week, I'm doing it today. And I have started my new contract with my new deities, so I'm going to be working with some pretty extreme stuff for a while, guys. You're going to see a change coming in me. I hope you guys are ready for my journey and come along with me as I reach my last and final 60% of becoming a god or a demigod here on Earth. And then, okay, I'm going to answer you honestly, okay? Right. So, what are your numbers? And which deck did you want to choose, I guess? You say pick intuition, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to put my hand down in the deck. Whichever one you get, you get. I will leave that for you because you're special. I know what your question is. Okay. Thank you. All right, now throw me your numbers as per normal. You'll understand just your normal numbers. 8 times, that's how I decided the deck. Okay, and what? It's the 1 through 52 number. 8 times shuffle. 1 through 52, not 1 through 100. Okay, it's the same number. 1 through 52, 1 through 10. Remember? So 8 and 8. 8 shuffles. 8th card in, yes. Go, kind of, sort of, maybe. Hello. Okay, 8 and 10. All right, thank you. So that makes 9. So that means I shuffle this deck 9 times, and then you get the 9th card in, but I'm doing a cleansing shuffle for you. So give me a second while I cleanse these cards off. I always do this one first before I do my 5 paths one. This is going to get your verification card. And if cards pop out, like normal, they're God cards, okay? So I will make sure that they get them in the right spots for you. And these do have reverses, Deemy. All right, here are your 9 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And the 9th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th card is now on top. Here we go, and we just take this off the deck and turn it like that. Now we do the normal shufflings. Oh, that's okay. I'm just telling you that this one deck has the reverses, so you know that can also be a good thing sometimes. Sometimes you don't want the certain things to be upright, you know. So, all right, here we go with your 8 official shuffles. After I get them in your spot, tell me true. Tell me the real truth. Not what my feelings want me to believe, not what I want to have happen for him, not what I hope for him. I want you to tell me the goddamn 100% what I can tell him truth. No sugarcoating today. We need to hear this today. This is the day where you came to me. You needed this today, so that's what you're going to get. I'm going to give you a real reading again, Deemy. This one's going to be just like you stepped into my reading room for the very first time. I think that's them saying they're ready. Let's go. Here we go. Whoa. Okay, there we go. God cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, gotta count now. Nope, you only get one more card. So any other card except one card coming out all on its own. You got a 5 God card message so far, Deemy. Okay? Okay, and I was on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the 10th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and we want to know if this girl really likes us, or is she just using you? And you just want to know one way or the other. You got it, my friend. So I'm going to put down these cards first, and we're going to reveal your verification card. And you know my deck does not have reverses, so but your card did come in reverse. Now, this means in this deck, Deemy, this card means bounty, and it was upright for you, okay? It was upright. That means bounty is about to be coming your way. 8 different kinds of happiness will be on their way to you, that it will be time for you to understand that your shields can no longer be your shields. It's time to take down the barriers that's kept you from what you've wanted. Now, all you have to do is let that wall down for that person to walk through the door. That's all you're doing, is opening the door, as this is a door, a gate to the other side of true, beautiful bounty. With that said, verification for you. You have the guide card, which means all about you trusting yourself and your intuitions and your own gut instincts. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to TC. Don't listen to Tansy. Don't listen to anybody else. The only person who matters here is what you think in your brain and what that girl thinks in her brain. Those are the only 2 people who matter here. With this moment, even though I know what's going on, it's important for you to trust yourself and let her trust and relearn how to trust herself as well, because she has to relearn how to trust herself and love herself before she will be ready to love you. I know, I'm just saying, you asked me, I'm giving you it. So sit back, let me give you your reading, and we'll talk about it after. But you know, Dini, just as you have discovered that when you bring that positive light back in, when you see the signs that are pointing your way, when that brilliant, beautiful light goes off, you do recognize it. Some part of you recognizes her light. And you just can't explain it, can you? Now, I do believe this could be the quote-unquote twin flame soulmate. But I still have to say, a 75% chance that we are going to work on what she has to go through right now. And if everything goes according to plan, then we reach the 100%. But 75% is the best she can do for now. She's getting there because she just started bringing the light into the darkness. You have to take your partner along with you along the drive. You both have to leave all of your junk behind. So you know what hers is, you know what yours is, even though you've left most of it behind, excepting you're making room for her stuff now to come along with you. And if she needs that extra room, you're going to give it to her. But then you got to go down that last mile down the road. It's no longer having to take the hard path anymore. Just take it one step at a time, one brave moment at a time. Everything will work out because you will look at the signs on the road and get off to the right exit. You will go the right speed. You will travel down that road and get to where you are going faster than you ever have before. Now, with that said, it's all about that inner oak card between you and her. You're both learning how to do some things here. She's learning what you had to learn when you first met me a tiny bit, but she's a lot more backer than you were. So we've got to let her catch up. Take a breath first. Before anything can happen, she has to decide with her free will that she is done with this last gentleman. And when she decides to finally do that, then maybe she will be able to move him out, take that pause she needs to take, and then when she is ready, which doesn't mean you can't be with her and talk to her and all of that stuff, it just means no pressure about the boyfriend thing for a month or two. That's all. You know, just be with her and be with her as your friend for a couple of months and see if it grows closer after she's all said and done with this dude. And I've given you this advice before, but I'm giving you it again because it's in your cards. That's the only reason I'm saying it. Now, with your God cards, and you know how those work. Yep. Damn straight, and damn straight, Demi. Let me move these cards out of the way. That was your general reading, okay? But you got these things. The last thing you have to do is let go of what your conceived notions are, all of that stuff that you've been holding inside and holding back from saying. Now you've opened the door a crack. Wait a little bit before opening it a little bit more. Release at the right times, right places, right moments. Enjoy this moment of discovery while you have that moment, because everything you discover can be the ingredient that makes up this relationship, be the thing that lasts you a lifetime. So remember what ingredients you want to put in and what you have to release in order to get free. Some of those herbs are bad. Some of those pickles are doing so well. We're not going to add bad ingredients to our soup, so we're not going to add those ingredients, right? But you have to both make this soup together. You already everything you need to be, my son. You're already everything you need to be. You are the beautiful flower. You're no longer trying to convince yourself whether you are or are not a flower. You are, and you are now finally acting like the way you were supposed to be acting. You had to go through everything that you went through, all of the missteps, all of the mistakes, all the times things didn't work out, so you could get to this point here. And last but not least, Demi, and this is on your own time, but leap of faith time. And you know what that card means. You know that this card means It's time to take a risk and take a chance on something. To risk something that kind of scares you to risk. And that's what we will reward you. Just a little bit of risk every now and again to show her just a tiny bit more out of that faucet until that old water gets emptied out and the new fresh water comes in. But she's going to have to do some of this as well. But I can't read her cards because she'll have to come in here and get her own damn reading. But like I said, the bounty behind those 6 discs is that's the door to that place you've been waiting to get to. All you got to do is open the door. Stop letting it be the thing that protects you and let it be the thing that now makes you realize that behind that door is everything you're looking for. That's the storage room right there. That's the brass ring. That's the treasure room there. That's inside of her heart. That's everything. And that is your reading for today. Ask questions now. Sorry, I had to be put my foot down for a moment. But now we can talk. So, as you can see, all of this, pointing out exactly verifying for you. No? Because like I said, you're doing this right and you need to stop questioning yourself on what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and just trust that you are already doing everything right. No more you don't have to come to me anymore. You can if you want to, but you don't need to anymore. Remember that need want thing you were trying to fill? Doesn't it feel good to finally meet the need instead of the want? This could be the thing that meets your need, not your want. You want her right now, but you need her to be healthy, ready for you, and feeling something for you in return before it's okay to have her in your life. And you have to set that boundary at least. If no other boundary than that, Demi. And if you have another question you want to ask with the guys or anything else, I've still got them on the line here. I'm just putting my cards back. So, and if you want me to use a different deck for a different verification, but I'm being really honest with you. And everything else that needs to be said has to happen naturally. I can't give you any foreknowledge of it. It's important that it happens that way. That's all I can say about it. I can't interfere in this one other than what I've told you today and what we will discuss when you are ready to talk to me about what you need talking about. Then the advice is when you come to seek it. Like I tell people who need me, come find me when they need me. That's why I'm not worried about having 20 people in my chats or having 30 people chatting with me all at once. I would love to be more popular, but I don't need to be popular in order to be seen. And just like you, Demi, you don't need to be everything this girl needs for you to be. You got to ask her for something back in return too. All right? Then all I ask is you start to think about leaving this dude this week. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just think about it. Not asking you to do it. Just think about it. Stuff like that. When in your own time, No, I don't. She's not using you. She's stuck in that place that you don't understand. Is she's stuck in that place between two worlds. She's stuck in the old relationship, but she sees a brighter future. She has old bad baggage and tapes that have been playing in her head for a while now. And this guy is controlling, manipulative, and all of that other stuff that you really don't want in a person. He is not ready for a relationship. He wants a fuck buddy with major ass benefits, but no responsibility to it. If he was really serious, he would have been in a car already punching you out for trying to take his girl. Okay, I'm sorry. If you were that serious, you would have been in the car that day and got, you would step in near my girl. If it had been my girlfriend, that's how it would have been with me. Another man come step up with my girlfriend, and she hasn't told me that she doesn't like all that stuff and all that other stuff. Now, if I'm acting like that guy, I hope someone comes and puts me in my place, But that's the other thing. You gotta risk being hurt again. You gotta risk that. You have to risk being hurt. That is the exchange. That is the exchange you are asking for. I must give up my hurt to let love in. You must give up on all of that what your parents think and all of that other crap. And stop. I know that they're your parents, they will always be your parents, but same thing goes for them, buddy. It's time to tell them, you know what? I don't care if you're proud of me or not. I want you to see what I've done in just in 10 months. Just in 10 months. We're 2 to 3 months away from being done with this year. Demi, do you realize how much you've done in a year? I mean, bravo, but and I'm sorry your parents don't understand that. I really wish they would. I would love to talk to your parents and just tell them what I've seen and you growing and stuff. And I wish they would be open to that, but I know they're not. They're very stuck in their ways and they want it a certain way. They want you to have a 9 to 5 job like everybody else out there with responsibilities, get a family, blah, 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 yakety schmackety, this, that, the other thing. But the point of the fact is, why do you have to be miserable to be happy? And you are ready to fight for your dreams, and nothing's ever going to stop you from fighting for those dreams. So, don't let them either. And I know you won't, but just saying. Now maybe if I can close the door so the cat can keep pushing it in. Lucifer's being a little bit of a pest today. Whatever. Because I really think that it's just a place of confusion for her, Demi. It's a very chaotic place. She's having a lot of different thoughts and feelings right now. And kind of imagine like when you broke off from that girl when you first met me. When you first met me and you told me about the girl who just got done breaking your heart 4 years before we started everything. It's kind of like she's going through her moment where she had to realize that that person was never going to love them. And as much as you wanted her to love you, she couldn't do that for you, right? She tried. She really maybe give it her all or whatever, but in the end, she wasn't the right one for you. She broke up with you because that wasn't meant to be. You went through this transformational moment. You went into the cocoon, came out a butterfly, but you had to let your wings dry off long enough so you could fly. Now that you're beginning to fly and flutter about and find the things that matter. A good home, a good job, and a good person to share it with. No person on this earth could ask for more. Exactly, and that's all you have to do. Well, then you have to set some real boundaries down, don't you, Demi? Here's what I will accept. Here's what I won't accept. That's all I'm saying. Okay? But I want you to know that my heart still is feeling something here, even if it's the tiniest little bit of a start. Just to let you know, you already did that, so now she's got to take that all in, just like a big meal, like a turkey dinner meal, and she's got to go, oh, I'm full, and rest for a day before she can get up again to decide what kind of leftovers they want to put together, Okay? I bet you get that, so. That's all it takes, buddy. That's all it took for me. That's all it takes for most people in this world. You find someone you share a connection with. If you can be the one to show this beautiful woman love and what it really is going to mean to her, she will never ever forget you. She will never ever leave you for this. Once she realizes what you are offering her. Because you will have shown her something. You're her white knight. You're the hero on the back of the horse saving the princess who doesn't know she's being controlled by the evil villain guy. There is no love story without Jafar. There is no love story without Mustafa. There is no love story without the other crazy animals in the forest with the Jungle Book. There's no story unless there's a Voldemort. There's no story unless there's a Jigsaw or a Jason or a Freddy. You know what I'm saying? There's no story if there's not that somewhat darkness we have to all face within ourselves. And this is your time to face that thing that scares you the most. Risking something, putting your heart on the line, and trusting that it's all going to work out okay. And that's my tough love for me to you today. But I know you know I mean that with all of my love and respect. So, but if I'm going to be a good reader for you, that's the way I've got to do it. I hope you trust that reading because I really did try to keep it straight, professional that time. Okay? When you come in here again, you're going to get professional from me every time from now on. When we talk on Discord, that's when we'll talk about other stuff. When you come here, exactly. And I know all of that, Deanie. She would never feel like that ever again in her life. You would never let her feel like that ever again. I'm not going to say you're not going to have some things to work through, but all couples do. I'm not going to say that everything's going to be, flowers and rainbows right away, but when it does happen, it's going to be beautiful. And like I said, I know how confident I've been in the past by saying these things, but now looking back at it, I see how wrong I was before and why I was so wrong before. I got most of it right, but I didn't get it all right. I didn't get the timing right. I didn't get what you had to go through right. And there was stuff you had to learn on your own. Exactly. And now you now that she's shown you where the keyhole is, you've got to wait for her to tell you it's okay to unlock it. That's it. To unlock her heart. Does she meet all of the stuff that you put on your attribute list and the things that you want and all of that stuff? Boom. Is she attractive? I know she is because you were attracted to her. Boom. Is she does she need a little bit of work like we always thought she would? Would need to take some time like we always thought she would? Right around the time you would find a team of some kind that would help benefit you in your life. That's always been what I've stuck to as my primary vision for you. So I might have gotten a couple of the people wrong, but you know what? I think they were important stages to this person. If I am wrong about this, I am calling off doing any further readings from you. I'll be everything else for you but that. Okay? So if I'm wrong about this one, okay, I will not be able to do a reading for you. We'll do a Discord thing, but then I just won't be objectionable enough to give you what you deserve to have. And I can't do that in good conscience. Do that to you. You deserve better than that, So, And that goes for all of you out there. I only light the fire. You are the ones who add the fires to their flame. You are the ones who go and take care of that fire. You're the ones who make sure that fire keeps going. You're the ones who say to yourself, oh wait, it needs another log, doesn't it? It needs some time to cool down, doesn't it? It needs some time to go wild and crazy. It needs time to be serene and calm and focused. But that's life. How can you be loving without falling in love with her for now? Right? That's what we have to, for now. We need to show her how to love her without falling in love with her yet until she's saying she's ready for that. And like I said, if she decides that, she will come back to you or at least wake up one morning and say, I'm ready to tell you something like you told her something. And then she will have realized after all that has happened and we've been through and all of this stuff and the jerk has been gone for a while. That's fine. Like I said, I trust you to do what's right for you. You know what I'm saying? And you check in with who you need to check in with. They're your support group. They're your balancing scales. They're the other side of what you need to hear. I'm the magical, mystical guy there that in real life, happening to them, same age as you, experience the same kind of life you are living, because I'm way older than you, so they would relate better than I could relate, because I'm very old school compared to what you guys do now. We never had the Instagram stuff when I was growing up. You wrote a letter, put it in someone's desk, and saw if they checked it off, yes or no. That's how I got to find out if a girl liked me. I got Valentine's cards. We used to do Valentine's Day where we used to give out Valentine's Day cards. I got one my entire preschool career. And that was because someone felt bad for me, and I think it was a teacher. But I still felt good for a while. So no one was putting any cards in my 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 heart box that we made in art class. I thought I did a pretty good job on that. For a beginning artist who was just experimenting with fun, you know. Wasn't being serious about it back then. I was chaotic. I was way more chaotic in my art. So, you know. But Demi, I just want you to know that no matter what happens from this point forward, that it has been more than my honor to be your surrogate father. It has been more than my honor to be the person you come to for advice. And I am staking all of my readings for you on this one girl. That's how confident I am willing to risk myself. That if this one doesn't pan out, I won't be able to do another reading for you. But I'm willing to bet I'm right. So I'm so willing to bet on that. That's how much I believe. Okay? So that's my only advice to you as of now. You know, we've all got to find our own path. We've all got to find part of our own destiny, as you have discovered along this great journey you've been on. Yes, I am, and proud of it. I'm very crazy and proud of it, DB. Proud of it. Proud of it. I am crazy and I am damn proud of that. No. Oh. Let me go back up here. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, you said you were going to ask your friend about any of the messages you gave her. And her friend told me that she didn't reply to that message that I was telling her that would treat her real good and give her the world because maybe she wants to get to know me more. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that one. You're right, I missed that one. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, it's just she doesn't know how to break free from this guy. She's trapped, Demi, doesn't know how to escape. You know, she's the fish in the fishbowl. And he keeps carrying around like that little pet fish. But she keeps getting washed all over the place because every time he takes a step, water comes out. Well, eventually there's no water left, Demi. You know? Elka, my favorite person! What's up, young lady? Welcome to Freaky Fridays. At least for this week, we're doing it today because I couldn't do it on Wednesday or Thursday because I had too much crap to get done. Doctor's appointments and shopping got in the way. Pause is first in chat. Alka. Second in chat. Demi, thank you for coming and stopping by today. It is Freaky Friday style, Wacky Wednesday style, however you want to call it. Pick your verification deck. Pick your numbers. Let me know how it works here. If you need to know how that works now, please let me know. Otherwise, the rules are right there for you guys to read, okay? But if you need me to explain it like with words, I will explain it. But most of you guys know that already. So pick your verification deck, whichever one you want, and also pick your numbers for today. All right. So because it's Venus Day, let's do a general love reading. Crackdown, Crown deck, and 6 and 6. Okay. So 6 and 6 are 12. So that means 3 shuffles, 3 cards in. Okay, so the crown deck, and then we're going to do a cleansing shuffle for you, and then you get 3 official shuffles, and the third card in is your answer to verify today for you. So, and if you get a God card, same thing, rules apply. All right, here are your 3 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3. All right, and now the third card. 1, 2, and the third card is now on top. These don't have reverses, so you don't have to worry about that here. And then let's get these in the right spot for the question. A general love reading for you today. Pause. And we're going to be starting something next week. Starting next week, we're going to have a spooky, dark week where I will be doing readings from a kind of a darker place than I normally do to give you a more of the behind the veil look. So if you guys want to get really, really scary with me, I'd come back next week, okay? Yep. We're going to walk in the shadows. Yep. So I'm going to do up until Halloween, I'm going to do, next week is going to be a dark week, and then the 27th is going to be a dark week, leading up to Halloween, which we're going to have a big celebration of some kind on. Okay? I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something in the mornings that day. You know, to celebrate. Because that is the Witch's New Year, so. Alright, they like it here. Here are your... Say it with the love and candy. 6 and 6. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No God cards today. And the 6th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we want a general love reading. You asked for it, buddy. Let's see what your verification card is right now. Pause. Your verification card is endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. The old must be released so that the new one can enter. You got Kali, the goddess of ending and beginnings. With that said, for a long time now, you have been skating past the fact that something has always kind of been nagging at you for a while now. And you've been trying to figure out why this little thing keeps pulling you and tagging you and yanking you back a tiny bit. It's like they give you a little bit of rope and move you back just that many steps. You think you're getting somewhere, but you're not getting anywhere. Right? Something like that, right? Pause. Yeah, exactly. And you know that the cherish card is all about seeing that. Here, let me do this for you here. I'm sorry about that. I guess I should move my camera up a little bit more there. It must have got knocked off of its spot here. Okay, now let's see here. Over that way. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we can see the cards a little bit better. So, yes, you did get the cherish card. And that usually means that something that has been staring you in the face over and over and over again. Someone you are not seeing who's right in front of your eyes, who could be everything you want them to be. But you can't take off what you want to see versus what you need to see. And that's the thing you have to understand about this card. It's about seeing the other person and cherishing everything about them, even the parts that you don't sometimes like, and learning how to jump out of that ocean floor and find joy in that moment again. So not only did you get me and my wife on our wedding day, you got my wife's one true love card. So if you're looking for a companion right now, that usually is the card that you get when you're about to start finding that one true love. But you have to stop being stubborn about it and get out of your own bad habits and bad ways and your own bad relationship crap that you've done yourself for a while, which we're done, pretty much done doing now. You know, we're ready for a new experience, but you know, there's always that little bit of things you have to go clean up right at the end to make sure it's a really nice, smooth sailing path instead of, you know, just we're going to hit a stick, you're ducked, you know. All right. So now we have to learn how to swim through our problems. So when we do see the tree with the stick, we pull out the chainsaw and we go, and we have firewood for the next 3 winters on our way, or on our way to wherever we're going. Okay, we take that opportunity. But this person has ties to your past. This person has something to do with your past, your actual past, your past life, your past everything. Somebody who's actually been in your life before. Maybe we had to grow apart for a while, but when this person comes back into your life again, they are a new person. You are a new person. You've both healed now. Now that you're healed, this will bring you back together to start that new growth again. To start new growth where you begin again. So old love coming back to you, someone that you used to see right in front of your face, blah, 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 yakety spackety. Thank you, Swifty, for the continuing support. As always, thank you for being here. All right. And then Kali says it too. Endings and beginnings. Something has to end first for something to begin. So finish what you need to end and walk into that new door saying, today is going to be the day I find love. Today is going to be the day I'm going to be open to seeing beyond my own little eyes. And I'm really going to take a look at the people who treat me with kindness, respect, and all the things I'm looking for in a person. And I'm going to find that one person that I'm not seeing right now, and I'm going to give them a chance if they want it. And that's what's going to come for you in these next 3 months, is that opportunity for you. You can take it or not take it. It's up to you. But know that you might miss the train if you miss it this time. Might not come back around again. So I want you to know that as well. It's kind of like Halley's Comet. It comes back once every 33 years. You never know how long it's going to take to get back here, but it always comes back. Or however long Halley's Comet takes to get back here again. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand. There's your reading for today. All right, now on to Elko. Let me get everything back up here, ready to rock and roll. Get your verification deck ready. Get your question ready. Let me know which deck you want me to use. If you want me to use the gold, silver, or blue deck. And thank you, Paz, for being here today. I hope that helps you with your search. I really do think you need to take off those rose-colored glasses and start looking with those real eyes of yours. I don't think you're seeing the person you're supposed to be seeing. That girl would tackle you faster than a gazelle in the middle of the rainforest during heat season, and there's nothing to eat around for months, okay? If you gave her a chance. Silver, General, got you. All right, now with this deck, it's your traditional tarot deck. So we've got 6, 7, 9. God, I always do this. 18. So that means 19, right? I think so. Give me a second. I'm bad at math. Okay, it's 7. You get 7. All right, thank you. I had to do the cleansing your cards off for your reading for today. They're telling me to do this real quick here first. All right. Now cleansing the cards off and getting them. Yeah, 6 and 16. So, and then when I see 1 and 6 together, I add those two together. That's how I get the 7. So that's why I said 16. Right? Let me make sure. Anyway, before I do that, yeah, 19. Okay, 6 and 19. Yep. I add them up one at a time, I know you can do it that way too, but I've always added them up. 6 plus 1 plus 9 equals. That's how I've always done my numerology. I know there are other people who do it different than I do it, but I always do a lot of things a little bit different here. All right, they're ready for you though. So we've got your 7 official shuffles because that's what I added up when I got your numbers. So here we go. 7, 1. You get an extra answer today. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is a God card that comes after, just like normal. And then 7th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7. Alright, and now we do your readings just like normal, Alka. Just like normal. Let me get back to what you want me to tell you today. It was just a general reading, so we're going to give you a general reading. Gloves off time? Do you need a butt kick, or what do you need? Do you need a nice, healthy, spiritual butt kick? Do you need some confirmation today? What kind of a general reading do you want? Huh? Let's see what the guys have to tell me today. Huh? The scary thing is, I am kind of scared right now, to be honest with you, because I'm going to be going into some pretty heavy stuff coming up this next year, and I hope I'm really ready for it, because it's coming. So, just remember to be patient with me, and if you are a true fan of mine, I think you will grow with me and love every bit of it. So here we go. Here are your 6 shuffles, 19th cards in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 19th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, and the 19th card on card. Incoming nuke. Woo! I don't know. Remember, I was in the hospital for a while last year this time of year, so it's been a while, All right, we're ready for you there, my friend, okay? All right. Let's see what your verification card is. You have intellect reversed, Ace of Swords. It is time to put down the sword of your intellect and trust your emotions. Yeah, you were here since the original YouTube channel? Thank you. It means that it is time to turn your back on logic and start to give in to those emotions of yours. It's time to give in to that rawness that you've been holding back and letting free. It's time to acknowledge it is time to let these things out of the cave before they become ravenous, hungry, cannibalistic monsters. It's about time. So, time for you to understand that some part of you needs to fight against that intellect to get the rawness of what real, pure nature is all about. And as you are going on that journey to find out and find those ingredients you are looking for, well, instead of walking the long Witch's Road, if you've watched the new Agatha all along, you'll understand the reference. But if you walk the Witch's Road, you'll find everything you need on your journey. Yes, exclamation point join, you sure may. That's how you get a reading here, Annika. Thank you. And if I don't remember your name, I apologize in advance. I have old man brain. Okay? So now it is time, Alka, to understand that you have to bring everything you need for your journeys along with you, and you can't bring along your junk anymore. It can't come with you this time. There's no big van you can pull. There's no extra cart. There's you, your car, and what you can carry for this last minute drive you are going down. What you see at the end of that dock, do you have ads there, Elka? Ads starting in 2 minutes. If you have ads, let me know. So now it is time for you to understand what that means and what kind of music you want playing, when to get off the road, when to get on the road, and stuff like that. And to know what speeds to go at the right times. Thank you. And I thank you for letting me know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. But now, there, Elka, we are finally seeing the big picture of it all, though. We finally understand why every single strand that has happened in our life had to be woven this way so we could show you what it was really all about. Why you had to go through all of this and why you are now finally seeing something you've not seen before. A definitive change, something you've waited for most of your life, if not all of your life. That you know that it is time to stop hiding in the light and embrace the dark within without becoming dark. I got this advice the other day. Give in to the darkness without becoming darkness. Exist as what you wish to be first, then manifest it into reality. Know your will and intent before you cast that spell, that prayer. Know what you're asking for. Know what you're willing to have to give up to get that. Because that's why you're going through this. So that you can open and receive. And you did have one God card. I apologize. One God card. So that you can receive the right gifts in the right time. Like on Christmas morning when Mom made you open up all the clothes and stuff from Grandma. Before you could open up the good gifts. So that the excitement would build. And then when you got to the big gift, it was, time. At least in my house, that's what it was. But you had to open those gifts in the right time. And even though I wanted a certain toy very, very badly, it broke in about 5 minutes because I dropped it on the ground. Poorly made shit back then, but still, it was the coolest thing I had ever owned. And I abused that thing until it was so abused wish I had kept it now. It would be worth a shit ton of money. But nope, didn't keep it. Oh well, my bad. I had the original Castle of Grayskull set. I had the original, some of those stuff back then that would have been, if I had kept my Voltron in full working order and I hadn't opened the package, I could be a rich man right now. But you know what I'm saying? That's what we have to make you understand is when to open up these right gifts now. And now we've got your God card, and since I didn't say you had ads, did you hear all of that there, Elka? Because your other card that you got was creativity, the Ace of Wands. So not only did you get the Ace of Swords, which is air reversed, give into your emotions and let your creativity fire through your whole soul while doing it. So let the creative impulse of pure creation be your guide now. Let yourself carry the torch into that darkness and become what you have been waiting for. The light, a star that burns bright forever, my friend. That's your reading outcome. Butt kick officially over with. Even though I feel like it was more of a light butt kick at that. But that's what they want me to tell you. That's what you get to hear. Thank you very much, Elka. Now let me see how I pronounce this name. Echidna. Okay, Echidna. Thank you. Did I get it right? Echidna. Did I get it right? Please tell me if I got it right. Yes, no, kind of, sort of. And Kita. And Kit. And Kaita. Kite. Kit. I'm sorry. Ankaita? Ankaita? That's it? I'll do my best, okay, Ankaita? Kita. Oh, Kita. Okay. Ankita. 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 Thank you, Ankita. Alright. Now that we got the names out of the way, here's how it works. Since you're new here and you don't know how it normally works here, I don't have to explain the old rules. I just get to explore today's rules. Today is a special day. We do this every week, usually on a Wednesdays. Because I was gone this week, we're doing it today. We have 3 verification decks for you. That means every deck. This is a Fairy Oracle deck. This is the Sacred Circle Tarot deck. And this is the Goddess Oracle deck. And these are my homemade path cards, the 5 Paths Tarot that I designed and created and made for myself. Now, all I need you to do is decide how many times you want me to shuffle this deck for you. The numbers are 1 through 10 for the shuffle amount. Then pick a second set of numbers, 1 through 52. Ask any question you want, as long as it's appropriate for stream. Pardon me. I'm a rude, crude, socially acceptable man with delusions of grandeur, God complex, and a bunch of crazy other things I can't say right now. Okay, anyway. But that's all you need to do is 1 through 10, 1 through 52. Everything else that happens, I will explain along the way. It's a 3-card reading, past, present, future, or depending on the question that you want answered. So that's how it works here. Now, pick your verification deck now that I've got your numbers. Okay, do you want the... Okay, I gotta get rid of something on my screen. That's what I gotta do. We've got the Fairy Oracle deck, the Sacred Circle deck, or the Goddess deck. Which deck do you feel pulled towards immediately? And you can say blue, silver, or yellow, whatever you want. And that's all I need from you after that. Then we can go. I hope you enjoy this as your first reading here. And it is your turn, even though I accidentally cleared you off of the list, okay? Okay, well, we'll find out the answer for that. And what was the... Which deck did you want me to use again? Do you want the blue deck, the silver deck, or the yellow deck to verify this reading? Just pick whatever deck feels you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was trying to make sure you understood, because it's your first time here. So, now, what I do is I do something with your numbers here. You got a 5. So we're going to get these cards in the right spot for you intuitively, doing just a normal intuitive shuffle. And you got a number, like I said, you got a 6, 12, 13, 14, 14, nope, 5. So if you got a 5, 5 shuffles 5th card in, all right? And then we'll get the other one. No, not this one. You don't want this one? Do you want the gray one? Before I start, did you want the sword and shield, the silver one, or the blue one? Since you said no middle one, I want to make sure before I start any other things. I know there might be a small lag. Try to refresh. Then I'm picking the one you said blue one. I'm going with your first gut instinct, okay? Here are your 5 official shuffles, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the fairy that you will get will be revealed in a moment. Now, here we go for your normal numbers. And So let me concentrate on your question and the numbers, which were 6 and 26, okay? So I'm concentrating on yours, getting the cards in the right spot for you. Here are your official 6 shuffles. Right? Let me make sure I got the right numbers. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. You have a God card. I'll explain that in a second. Okay? Don't worry about that right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, I'm glad they were going light on you. All right, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 26th card is on toppy. So as you saw that, now I'm going to put my cards down first. Okay. Your verification deck card is. Are you ready for some good news? Some really, really good news? Are you finally ready for good news? I need to ask you this question. It's something that I have to ask. Fairy tales do come true. They can happen to you when you're young at heart. Even though it's the day, I want you to whisper it away, 'cause dreams coming true for you. Okay, there's a little bit of my bad singing for you. All right, but hey, wrong buttons. You have dreams come true. Dreams coming true was your verification card. Now, back to your question. And whether or not what's going on between son and father, between all of that, okay, young lady, is happening. I have to kind of go back to your question here just to make sure I refresh myself, just to make sure I got it right. Because you want to know if this person is going to come for the festival, and you want to know if they're going to would be this week or the next week, right? And he was about to come here. His father is no longer allowing him. Okay, so there was some kind of a disagreement and stuff like that, right? I've got that right? Do I have that question correctly enough for you? Then we'll get to it. All right, so what do I need to tell you about this? So what both your father and son have to do is they have to realize that what they are looking into right now is the unknown abyss of the possibilities coming up. And especially next week being the week that's the half in between this world and the next world that happens, because when October 31st happens, the veil is the thinnest. So right now the spirit realm is the thinnest it is in all of our history during this time of year. Spirits, fairies, a bunch of magical stuff comes out because we're meant to celebrate that stuff, because without them miracles do not happen. The surprises that people hope for don't show up when they do. Dreams can't come true unless we know for a fact which way we're looking into. But you're not looking into darkness, you're looking into dream. You're looking into pure manifestation of what you have yet to create. You have yet to make the light, or in this matter of a fact, move the damn mirror out of the way, because if you're looking in a mirror and you see black, what the fuck is behind you? Huh? What the fuck is behind you? And I apologize for my language. That's who I am here. I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't offend you, but that's who I am. But it's about time you move that mirror out of the way and stop making them see different parts of a path that are the same path. Remind them of that. Remind them of the balance of what their faith, their beliefs teach them, and remind themselves that Father and Son are meant to do this. It's part of the natural progression of life. Father has to go on to be the person who criticizes, critiques, and makes sure that that son has learned the lessons they have bestowed upon him. Everything in your power as that person, even later in future, wants to fight against that because you're trying to make your own identity. So remind yourself that right now, what's going on is your brother both needs to break apart what his preconceived box for your dad is, and your father needs to do the same thing. They both need to see beyond what they can only see right in front of their eyes and break it apart and see the real reflection, all the little light and dark parts that have to come together to make up what it does. So maybe your son, your brother or whatever comes in, right, and pays some kind of respect to your father without bending a knee to your father. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, stuff like that. Exactly. But you can't let this only one image that can happen here. Yes, you cried out river out because you planned everything with him and you wanted to enjoy with him. That was the hope, right? But what got in the way, right? Sorry, not brother. But I apologize for that. I apologize. I just okay, so I understand what you mean by that. I have people like that in my life as well. But you know, I understand what I'm saying. Even though they can't see the same thing that's going on with both of them, they're both got their own ideas and boxed up ideas of the world. They both have to break apart those ideas to see that the thing that needs to be let go of and the things the old hurt has to be let go of. Just like all things have to decay and die. The only way we get new life is when that life exits our body and our soul returns to wherever the heck it goes. That body has to decay. All that meat, all those organs have to go away and decay. Those bones take a lot longer to decay. In fact, they might not ever decay. No, I'm saying that he's coming most likely, but to settle things, to be able to say, look, I can only be this way. I have to let go of some stuff. Maybe it's an apology. Maybe it's some understanding, but to let go of that thingy, right? So if you know this person well, are they the kind of person who runs away from their problems or run towards their problems? He's trying to find acceptance within your family, within himself, within everything, right? The acceptance is what he's seeking. So that means sometimes we have to be a little bit of our own little mediators sometimes. We have to be respectful, but ask for that respect. We have to honor them, but honor ourselves. We have to honor you and your choice and your decision, you know? And, okay, this is why I think I'm saying this, you know? So, it maybe if he does something that's very traditional, very, you know, the correct way of doing it, everything, if he went out of his way to show how willing he was to do this, maybe things would be different. That's something you'll have to discuss with him and whether he's not to do that or not. Well, it's still, I think he will come, even though if there's resistance now, because he wants to finally face the mirror. You face the dark mirror so that you can move the mirror out of your way to head towards the light. So he's heading towards the light. All he's got to do is move a mirror out of the way. Because if you're looking and a mirror is dark and back of you, then what's in front of you? That's got to be the light, right? So he's breaking free of an image that his father has of him and showing him who he really is. By showing him what he's thrown away to become this person, to show him who he's become and what he's really willing to accept that he has to let go of and let be out of his life. Both of your father and son lives have to let go of that baggage, that icky, the thing that is getting in the way. and come to that place where we love and accept you because you're my son and I love you. You're my, you're my precious child. Okay? So I have a good feeling he will be coming. However, I think he's going to have like an open ticket. If things hit the fan too hard, he'll be out of there. Okay? Now, we have one more thing to tackle today. Okay? I do something unique and special here, but since it's your first time here, I have to warn you. Because your God cards are an extreme message from your higher power answering the question you want answered the most. These are the most extreme answers I give anybody. So when it's your first time in, and I'm sorry, can you repeat that again? He will be coming out. Yes, he will be coming out, but it will be like if shit hits the fan too hard, too fast, he'll be out of there faster than you can say his name. You know what I'm saying? He'll come. He'll try to make some effort, blah, blah, blah. We'll see if it works out or not, blah, blah, blah. Because it's gonna, And all you got to do is say, I got you when you get here. That's it. That's all he needs. Yeah, he will be back soon. I think he's most likely going to come that first week, though, when it's more traditional to do so. But this card here, like I said, is the most extreme, powerful message I can give anyone. It's like getting a direct message from your higher power. The one you believe in, not the one I do. Okay? So this comes from them. So I always say, buckle up, Buttercup, because this could kick your spiritual ass if you're not careful. So some people aren't ready for that. So do you want to see your God card today, or do you not want to? This is the only time you get this choice, because you're a first-time person in here. Any other time you come in here, you get a God card from me, you will get it from now on. Right. What is the one thing they both have in common? What is the one thing they both share? What is the one thing they have the hardest time overcoming, both of them? You are not the clouds in this picture. You are the sun in the sky that beams through them. You are the sun in the sky that shines those clouds away. You are not the clouds. The clouds are what happened to you because you allow it to happen to you. Today, leave your depression in behind once and for all and take your first step to your best day ever. With you saying, today is the day I decide to be happy, and I'm not going to let my bullshit, my baggage, my crap, my boyfriend's opinion, my father's opinion, anybody else's opinion matter but the one person I need to listen to the most right now. And this is a message for you. It is time to be the light behind the clouds and clear those clouds up. Morning is over. It is time to reach acceptance. Does that tie into your reading? I hope I gave you everything you needed to hear today. Take that with you. That's your message for today. God card, butt kick done, reading done. I am not done, but that one is. And if you would like any more questions or something you would like to ask or something, we talk about things here too. It's not always in. So, it's not always in. And I don't worry about taking money. You do what you want here. I will accept anything you guys want to give me, but I don't ask for anything other than I give you the opportunity to do that if you want to. These are completely free readings. You don't owe me a damn thing, but I'm glad that you gave me your time today. That's the most precious gift you can give to me. So, well, it's time for them to learn to love you, isn't it? You know what? Maybe it's time for them to care too much about you. Maybe it's time to get angry. Maybe it's time to let yourself panic like a chicken with your head cut off and let yourself go wild and free like a wild horse in the open country. Maybe you've been taming that beast a little too long, huh? So take that with you as a last bit of advice from your spirit guide, which is a girl, grandma, great grandma, something like that, very heritage involved. Very much a past ancestor of yours. So if all of that gives you something today, and the next time you hear those dinging bells, will you please listen? This is how scary I can be. All right. Now I gotta just re-put all my crap back into one pile like it's supposed to be, because my skull keeps falling off. Good. I'm glad to hear. That's what I'm here to do. That is why I do this every day. This is what I was chosen to do as a calling. I've only been doing this specific. I've been a reader for 30 years, but I've only been the unknown prophet for 6 years. No, 3 years. No, 6 years. So I've become a new person too, and I feel this change in you. And I feel this time, it's time to finally break free of those clouds and shine like the goddamn sun. I really do. Yes, I do. Come up with a mantra that you wake up to every single day. Like I said, mine is today will be my best day ever because I will it to be so. You can use that one if you want, but you can come up with your own mantra. What gets you up out of bed every morning? What does happiness look like? If you let go, if you didn't have anything standing in your way from your happiness, what would that look like? And all I'm asking you to do is to let go of your sadness to get it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Would you be willing to do that for me today? To give me your sadness through this TV screen and I will take it from you today? As my minister gift to you today? As a follower of all faith, if you want me to use your personal God, Krishna, right? That's how you say that, Krishna? Then this comes from Krishna today. Oh Krishna, I call out to this person's soul. May you lift the veil of depression from her and show her the light. May you show her her destiny has not been completed yet. Show her that her path has begun towards the light once again, and from this moment forward, she will be the sun in the sky that shines like the bright star of hope. For she will be the light in the darkness, and leave all else behind that will not cause her to find that happiness. I give her this blessing and this charge this day, as I take her depression away from her. In the name of Krishna, I ask you to mythically place it into my hands and tell me when you have done so, and I will take it from you with your permission. This is a gift. This is a gift I'm only offering you once. You deny it this time, I will not offer it again. You are not causing me any harm. I'm an old schooler. I have more protection than you could ever possibly imagine, my friend. You couldn't hurt me if you tried. All I'm asking you to do is give me your depression. All I'm asking you to do is give it to me today. In the name of Krishna. Krishna is asking you this, not the unknown prophet. Krishna is asking you, will you give me your depression today? Will you? And today, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go find yourself a marble today. A little glass ball of some kind. Like this. And I want you to carry it in your pocket because I've just placed a seed of hope in you today. I mythically give this to you, so some small glass bead that you can hold in your hands today. And that is my gift to you, but you have to go get this yourself. You have to go find it and let it call to you. Because I've already started the song. I bet you can already start to hear it. I humbly ask you to do no harm in the name of Krishna. And I will accept his divinity as my own. Pearl works just fine. Pearl works perfectly. Whatever you are in, whatever your gut instinct tells you to do, that's perfectly fine. And I want you to carry that pearl along with you. And from now on, that pearl, that Pacific pearl, is my seed of hope for you. And in 6 months, I want you to remember that seed because it's going to start to grow. Less than 6 months once you plant it. But where do you have to plant it in? The garden within yourself. I'm only giving you one seed. There's a physical one you need to work on, a mental one you need to work on, and a spiritual one you need to work on. So learn to plant the 3 things you need back in your life the most. The physical thing you need to start doing better for yourself, the mental, and the spiritual. That's the seed I place in you today. With love and respect, I give this over to Krishna in their name. I don't know what you would say as a closing prayer to them because I don't know that God very well. I know him, but I don't know what you would say to, like, you say amen or we say blessed be, whatever. I don't know what it is for your thing. So say that out loud, and it is so done. This is my gift to you. What I ask from you today is, that you really left that depression with me today. You really did it. Now you go spend 3 more days finishing your morning up. You get 3 more days, and then I want you to begin again. And this time, build the person you've always wanted to be. Pour the right foundation down. Build those walls up so that they will keep you strong. Don't keep everyone out and open up that door for the right people. And allow the things that keep throwing, the universe to keep throwing shit at you, but you know you're protected by Krishna, and you know that he will always be there to protect and guide you. Many blessings. Okay. Well, like I said, I didn't know, so that, I'm pretty well versed in a lot of religions, but there are a couple of them I don't know all of the right traditions. I like to learn about things. I know Muslim, I know Jewish, I know Christian, I know pretty much every flavor of Christian. I'm a pagan witch. Okay, my wife is a druid witch. Okay, so I've got a lot of experience with it. I've been doing spirituality for the better part of 40 years now, with my own learning and my own self-discovery and stuff like that. My journey is my journey. Yours will be yours, but I had to go through everything I went through in order to become the person I'm proud to say sits here right now. I got a one-of-a-kind gift. I got the destiny I was always meant to have. The life I always wanted, the woman I always wanted to marry. I got everything I ever asked for and more. Now I'm being asked to be that man of service. That's why I do this. And that's why I like to ask, because I know a little bit about Hinduism, but I don't know. I can't say I know a lot about it. So rather than saying, karma is a thing I know. I have a guy who is one of the strongest karma angels I have ever had. He calls himself a demon, but he's just an angel trying to earn his wings back. He likes to claim he's this big baddie, but he's a softie, really. Well, you can get me for that. Do you need anything else from me today? If you do, I will be right here every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. anytime. I have a Discord server if you want to join my Discord server. So !Discord if you want to do that. Join my stars community and maybe learn more about what I do and how I can do things and stuff like that. I'm starting to build a community there. You're here enough times and you show up enough, I'll make you VIP, but you got to be here because when you need to be here. Only come when you need it. Don't come when you're just trying to find out if Johnny's feeling something different about you today. But good. So take that with you today, that pearl with you. Many blessings. Many, many blessings. Okay? And all right, Ankita. Thank you, Ankita. I hope I got that right. Did I get it right? Did I get it right? One last time, did I get it right? Okay, good. No worries. Like I said, I also play some music in the background. Sometimes we just talk. We don't always do readings. Sometimes we just talk about life, and maybe there's something else you want help with, but you were afraid to ask, or maybe there's something you'd like to know from the spirit realm, like one of your guides or gods or something that you would be willing to hear today, So, hey, it's okay. A name can be changed, like anything can be changed. You have the ultimate free will game here. Do you realize that you have the ultimate playground here? You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want it. No one can stop you because of free will. But we choose to follow these rules for reasons, because there has to be rules in chaos, even though chaos is pretty much the rule of land. We're all just faking it, guys. We're all just faking it through this whole mess. We all don't know what the fuck we are doing. Some of us get a little bit more insight, but even someone as psychically connected as I am still has to go through his lessons and challenges and changes too. If I told you my story, you might cry. Okay? And I tell my story all the time here, but no. I was a spiritual teacher for 15 years with the coven I trained in. And that was the Coven of the Standing Stones. That's where I was trained at. That's in a Minnesota thing. You wouldn't understand that, but... Oh, you want to share my story? Okay. So, first thing I want to tell you, I'll give you since we don't got anybody else here, I don't mind this. So, first thing I want to tell you, when I was 5 years old, the very first memory I ever have was of me trying to run away from home. Now, the year before that, my mother and father had divorced for the first time. Okay? They only divorced once, but they divorced, okay, when I was 4 years old, and I was trying to run away from home around 5 years old. The only reason I didn't was because I wasn't allowed to cross the street, and I was a boy who liked to follow the rules. So I couldn't cross the street because I wasn't allowed to cross the street. So I stood on the little curb for about an hour until my mom came out and asked me what I was doing on the curb for an hour. And I go, trying to run away from home. She looked down at me, kind of snickered, and said, you could have just crossed the street. I'm not allowed to cross the street. So that's my cute little beginning story. But after that, it gets a lot darker, okay? When I was an 8-year-old boy, from the ages of 6.5 to 8, I was abused by a babysitter. I was abused sexually. I was forced to watch other children be abused, and I myself was the primary person being abused because I was the kind of kid who couldn't watch another kid go through that. I just couldn't watch another kid have to go through it. So I took their spot a lot. So even back then I was a hero without trying to be. I went to my first week of school. We got the quote unquote good touch, bad touch talk back then. That's what they called it. You know, when you realize someone's being creepy towards you and doing bad things. Once I understood that the game I thought I was playing wasn't a game, like I had really thought all along, but you're a kid, you don't know all of the rules, you know. I went to my teacher after class and told her that it was being done to me. Last time I ever had to go back to that babysitter ever again. I don't know what happened to her after that exact moment, but I didn't see her again for another 16 years after that, okay? So, we'll get to that in just a little bit. Then, from the ages of 8 until I was 10 years old, I lived in a small farm country, Minnesota, all fall, summer, winter, and fall weather here. We're more the all winter slash a little bit of summer, a little bit of fall, a little bit of spring here sometimes, but we get very hot summers and very cold winters here. Anyway, I would live in a small country town. We lived in a trailer park where I was constantly bullied and belittled because of my special learning disability and the fact that I didn't know how to act socially. I have a chemical in my brain that doesn't work correctly, doesn't make me understand how to do the social stuff sometimes. It's a little bit of a weird social anxiety, but it's kind of a Uno reverse. Jing, I'm telling a story real quick, so we'll get to you in just a second, you know. But hello, what nice to see you. But then after that, I had bullies pick on me, I had teachers pick on me, and then when I was an 8-year-old boy, I got a very special dream. Okay? That dream changed my life forever. It was the very first psychic dream I got after I had realized I was being abused. I ran away from home for the first time, for real this time. I only ran up to the hill, the sliding hill where the willow tree was standing about a half a mile in the background, where I laid down to sleep. After that dream I had during that time I was asleep, which gave me the purpose and the destiny and everything that I've gone through up to this point. I was told the future by my future self. I believe I time traveled from this man to my past to give me the clues so I can make the right decisions going forward. And I went through deep depression and anxiety, crippling worry, crippling anxiety, always hating myself. I'm a 7-time suicide survivor. I am also a former alcoholic. I do smoke cannabis now, but that's for pain purposes, and sometimes you have a little bit of fun. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to quit smoking soon and doing a lot better stuff for myself. But I didn't always do that for myself. So even though I got a very special dream telling me what I would become today, I still had a lot to learn before I could become it. Learning how to lose my faith, regain my faith, how to lose faith in myself, regain faith in myself, how to find what real love, true love looked like, and what real true love didn't look like, and then to find new purpose in a magical life for 15 years until I was ready to move on from that and begin my final and last thing I will do here on this earth. And all of it was told to me when I was an 8-year-old boy, and every last thing that has ever happened in that dream has come true. No doubt, and I have proof in the other room. She's sleeping, but I'm not going to wake her up for that. All right, so that's what I got for you for that for right now. I'll have to fill in the details later, but I got Jing who needs a reading right now, so we're going to return to readings right now. For right now, I can finish the story a little bit later after Jing. So Jing, throw me your numbers and your question, and which verification deck do you want to use today? So if you haven't been here before, we're doing a special stream. We're doing this on Wednesday now, but because I had so much shit going on this week, I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. I got caught up shuffling again, shopping again, and I had to put this chair that I'm sitting in together, and it took me 2 hours to put it together. I didn't think it was going to take that long to do, honestly. So, and reading for you and Isaac, which deck do you want for a verification deck? Yellow, silver, blue. The last and final time I tried to take my life, my mother passed away while I was in the hospital getting help for my own mental health. So I missed out on my mom's passing because of my own bullshit, and that's kind of what was the final straw for me. But that's okay. Don't worry. We're not worried about how good English you have here. You're doing fine, actually. So, Blue, you got it, Jing. All right, Jing. 5 cards for you from the blue deck. Let's do your shuffle here, and we'll talk a little bit more after Jing's reading. Okay, there. Thank you, sweetie. But tell me, do you feel lighter now that you gave me that today? Do you honestly, I want to know, do you honestly feel lighter while I'm doing this right here? Don't worry, Jing, I'm putting the right energy in here. I'm letting them tell me. I'm just asking her a question real quick. I know Jing trusts me, so. But now I'm going to concentrate on Jing's reading. I'll read what you say in a bit. All right. Here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and the 5th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There aren't any reverses in this deck. And now, let's get these in the right spot for you and Isaac again. Yeah, this deck, I add up the numbers. So if you say 4 and 1, that's a 5. So that's why I shuffled 5 times and counted 5 cards out. That's how the verification decks work, Jing. This one's normal. We'll do the normal 4 shuffles like we normally would do it. That hasn't changed. It's just this new verification thing that I'm doing now on Wednesdays, this is kind of a way for me to kind of give you that little bit of an extra look at, my spirituality and what I'm capable of, and also to give you a little bit more another deck verifying things for you, That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. So here we go with your 4 official shuffles, Jing, for this and question you have about you and Isaac for what's coming for you now. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to just be real. Tough love if I have to be with you, okay? But I'm going to respect you and your decisions, okay? So here we go. 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we're back to this again, huh? Okay. And your verification deck is: be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That is your verification card for today. With that said, where do I see you and Isaac now, and what is coming for you? Dealing with the past, we have to start to deal with it. We can't let this go on much longer, Jing. We have to start to deal with this stuff and start closing the book on this past and walking away from it together. I don't know how close or ready you are for this with you and Isaac, but maybe it's time to push him a little bit and say, it's time to stop looking back and it's time to start looking forward. It's time to find a brand new way forward. Let's get out of our own goddamn way and stop traveling down the same road that doesn't get us anywhere any longer. And if you and him can actually do that together, and both of you need to work on this together, of letting go of this past, whatever it has been, whether it's baggage, whether it's conflict, whether it's what has happened in the past, how he's treated, how you've treated him, it's all got to go away, and we've got to start planting new seeds again. The right kind of seeds, like we know we've had to do for a while. We've seen something start to grow. We know that, and it may be time to look and see how our crops are going for some of us. But some of our crops have already been called in for the year. And now we have to survive winter here in Minnesota. So all of our seeds are turning into seeds right now, preparing for next year's harvest. So what seeds are you planting in your garden for next year's harvest? What are you already planning physically, mentally, and spiritually with Isaac that is your goal for this year? What kind of control do you both need to have? You both have separate fires, but you both also have the fire you work on together. Now, you each have your own thing you need to work on, definitely. Him more than you, definitely. But he has to take back the control of his life by his hand and by his choice to cut the spider webs that have been making him make the bad decisions that he's done, so that he can focus on the fire that's in front of him, not all those other things that used to bother him. Okay? Just like you've got to do the same thing. Right, because now he's cutting the cords off. Once you cut Marionette's cords off, that puppet drops to the ground. It's either got to get back up out of its own free will and true willpower to do so, or it can't live. But you both have to start to donate to each other. The most important thing for both of you to do is to remind to give yourself to one another. It's a gift. You give one another every time you share, every time you guys learn, every time you guys do a positive mood, every time you help him through a breakdown, every time he helps you through something. We learn more about who we are as a couple. If we can make it through this time, our hardest time, when we have the most joyful moments of our life, aren't we going to appreciate those, really appreciate those? And maybe that's what this world's been trying to teach you, Jing, how to truly appreciate it. When you know you've got a good thing going on and what you're willing to do to fight to keep it. And what you're willing to give back once your piggy bank is full to make sure his bank is full too. Exactly. You know? And that's why he's got to deal with it. He's got to deal with this. It will never change until he deals with that. That's where that dagger got placed a long time ago, and it's been festering ever since. But no one wants to pull it out because they think it means he's going to die. No, you just need a really good healer and a really quick hand to sew up that fucking wound and treat it properly. That's it. But he doesn't know how to do that sometimes. He doesn't know how to grab the Band-Aids. He doesn't know how to grab the alcohol. You're the one who's coming along with the Band-Aids and the alcohol, you know. But maybe it's time for him to decide to discover what he wants to fight for. You place the first aid kit in front of him and say, "It's all yours, buddy. I'll be back when you're done." You know, you gave him the first aid kit. Now he's got to wrap himself up. You know, pull the damn thing out of his body and take the dagger out of his heart so his heart can heal, you know. And then he's got to put new seeds down, like I told you, taking back the control he wants to take in his life so he can finally give back to himself the way he deserves to be given back. Because, what did they say? Be honest with yourself. You know this is the answer. There you go, sweetie. What other question you got for me today? I already know we got another one. And then if you want to hear more of my story, if you're still out there, and if Jing doesn't need another reading, we'll go back to that, but we'll see if she needs another reading or not. Yeah, well, Jing, things take... You don't really know if things get... First, you got to get all the crap out before you can... You got to clear out the crap in the wound first before you can stitch it up. So grab your alcohol wipes of your divinity, your love for him, and clean it out as gently as you can until he's ready. You know? Do you want it? Which verification deck do you want? But you have to start believing he's healing. Part of it is you believing he's already started to heal. This is him healing. This is it. This is him healing. He has to go through this to go through it. There's no other way to learn what he needs to learn. I'm sorry you have to sit and watch this one, but that's the way it has to happen. I hate to say that to people, but it's true. All right, let's see what's happening. 13 and 4. Tell me what your verification deck is. That's 7, 8. So you got an 8-card shuffle out of the deal for that when you're done here. I'm going to get these cards in the right spot for this question, though. For the rest of the month here. Okay, you got it. Oh, you wanted the build. You want that deck. Never mind. Okay. So. So for the month of November, right? Or you said this month. This month. Okay. This is just what's going to come for you, right? Oh. I don't know why they tell me to do what they tell me to do, but I do what they tell me to. Here we go with your 8 official shuffles, okay? Oh, wait, cleansing first. Sorry, almost forgot. Almost got me. Okay. Here are your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. No God card for you on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you have an upright card. So just so you know. Now, on to the next. Clearing them out. Clearing the cards, washing them clean of the last reading. This is just for Jing and Jing alone. What is coming for her this month? I know it will probably involve him too, but let's just try to see what she needs to know about this month. Alright, they're ready. Here we go with your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 God card today. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the 13th card is now on top. All right, your verification card is you have the Green Man. The Green Man is the Lord of the Forest. He is the one who comes to you to tell you of your spiritual nature, to listen to your animal instincts, to listen to the song of the wild, to listen to that natural beating heart of you and your gut animal visceral instincts. It's time to act like you belong in the wood again. Return to the wood, return to a place when you were wild and free. Let the Green Man walk you back into the place where you belong. Back out, free, doing whatever you need to do. With that said, and that is the 0 card. And then you have death. Now, you know that in my deck it doesn't mean death, it means a change. A change is coming for you this next month, a definitive change. Now, whether you or not you are ready for this, it's coming for you. It could be things resolving with Isaac a little bit. He has to go through something that you can't help him with, and there's got to be a death coming, but it's the old Isaac who's going to die, not anything else. Gene, I don't know if you have ads still, but if you do, please say so. I think you're a subscriber, so I don't think I have to worry about that. You're VIP, but are you a subscriber? So in case we have an ad break, just let me know, okay? So what do they want you to do? Get ready for a change. Then it's time to take that easy path. You don't have to do this overnight. Let's make one step at a time. No, I mean there's going to be... I said that the old Isaac will die, not the actual physical Isaac. The old self he doesn't like. Letting go of all of that crap and all of that stuff. That's what I mean by the old Isaac is dying. So that all the stuff that has been causing him all of this problem will be going away. Like it's gonna be feel like he's losing a person of sorts. Yeah, his old self. Basically, yeah. He'll be letting go of his old self and putting it to rest. No, I'm saying a change coming. That doesn't mean a change in a negative way. It just means that the opportunity to make things be from what it was to something new and different. That's all that it means. Death just means that some part of old bad Isaac that doesn't know how to deal with it, that doesn't know how to deal with the things that he's going through right now, I don't think he's getting rid of you. We've already shown that in our card. We already know what we're going to do with that. So all we have to understand is that what he has to go through, he has to go through. You can be a support person. You just won't be able to fix it for him. That's all. That's all I'm saying is you won't be able to put a band-aid on this one. He's going to have to bring himself back up, and you're going to have to tell him it's okay all the way on his way back up to his feet. That's all I'm saying. And when he does decide to take those brave steps, he'll take an easier path. Goal setting, one thing at a time. Celebrate a goal, make a goal, plan a goal, do the goal, celebrate, mourn the goal, move on from the goal, blah, 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 till you get to step number, whatever you want it to be. And then whatever is left that he has left to get rid of, or the last remaining weeds in his garden basically, can still be used as compost pile material. Even though those weeds weren't useful in their garden now, when they all decay and all of that nutrients dies, it is actually useful, isn't it? So maybe those weeds are there for a purpose, to die so the other flowers can live. So, just like before, Jing, we are planting our seeds in the right garden, right? That's what we're preparing to do. This is the death I'm talking about. The soil, where the new fertilization is waiting, where the new Isaac begins, the new physical, mental, and spiritual path begins. That is what's coming for you this month. Remember, this was a reading about, you, not you and Isaac. But he's included in this. Of course he is, But part of your lesson will be to let it happen and be a support person for him and have to watch him go through it. And it will be just as hard on you as as hard on him. But then when you're out of that final last stage, when he's... I don't believe that's going to happen. Not anymore. You've made it pretty clear to the universe what you want. Yeah, because this is how you start to build that trust back up. He's got to learn how to trust himself, seeing how it's done when you are doing it with yourself. He needs an example of that. You're the example. All you're doing is being there and being supportive. That's all you do. Of course, that's a good thing to do. You were planting the right seeds in him, telling him, do something good for yourself today. Do something that makes you smile and happy today. Let's go do something you want. Let's go to our church or wherever we go to celebrate faith and life and love, and just celebrate life, love, and being here for no other reason than to just do it. Let's see what the God card has to say. I think this is going to be a good one. Yep, communication. It's all about the communication, Jing. Again with the communication stick, okay? It's all about the communication. How you weave that vine into everything. How well you communicate. You're learning some of the stuff now that maybe he's been hiding for a very long time. And you were the catalyst he needed to get that out. He will ignite the path towards his better future. He's just got to go through it in order to go through it. And I think it will be a good thing for him, but also a good thing for you. Because then you'll see him become a strong man again, won't you? And you'll see him realize what he's been doing, and it will come full circle for him, you know? That's what awaits you after all of this, right, Jing? Because that's what you said you wanted, right? So unless you're changing your mind, you know, then that's what's coming for you this month. But this time of year is about leaving the old world behind and beginning anew. The veil is the thinnest it has ever been. That means spirit and reality are very close together right now. So a spiritual death is still a death, but not a physical death, okay? Not a mental death either. Not a I'm going to lose my mind either kind of a death. A spiritual death of some kind. His soul is going to feel crushed just long enough to realize he doesn't want to be there anymore. And then he'll change and become positive because he can't stand being in the deep dark anymore. I'm not talking about you, Jing. I'm talking about you. But you've got to communicate with him the whole way through it, you know? Because that's the only way you will learn how to grow together as that power couple you want to be. It's that communication. The good of it, the bad of it, the why am I scared of this? Why am I all of this? All the stuff that you've got to confront and make him face without being a dick about it or a bitch about it. You know? Giving him room to fail. But fail in his way, not your way. You know? You don't get to choose how he fails, you know? All you can do is help him back up. Exactly. But now he's got to take he's just come out of the birth canal. He's got to start learning how to take his first steps. What did he have to do with first? Yes, exactly. That's the only way he will ever move forward, Jing. That's the only way you ever get the Isaac you want, is if he moves past his past. If he can do that, you will see a different man who will still be the man you love, but be a more positive version of him. I can't promise everything will work out exactly like that, because I can't see everything all of the time. I'm pretty good at this shit, but not all the time. Did you see that person just walk into the room there? I just saw a spirit go right back behind me. My favorite time of year is this time of year, when the veil gets the thinnest. You know? Favorite time of year. I always look forward to this part because I know it's time to let go of something to embrace a new way forward. And before this month ends, I will be doing just that. You know, next week I said I'm going to call it Dark Week, and we're going to take this in a whole darker level next week. I'm going to try to go a little dark on your asses. So we'll see how it works out. You know, I've never let this side out of me on stream before, so I don't know how you'll all take it. Okay. I've only let my wife see that side of me. She's the only one who's ever seen it. But she knows how to read it. She speaks fluent to Josh. So, no. All right, Jing. I don't really think you need another reading, but I'm going to clear the queue off. If you do, you know what to do, okay? I don't really think you need it, though. I really don't. Okay, well, give it to me then. Give it to me when you're ready. Cards or intuition, and that will be your reading. Well, okay, and are we taking into account everything I've said to you out so far though? Because he's feeling antagonistic and stuff like that because he's rocking his world. He doesn't. Okay, and which verification deck do you want out of that, my lady? How does he feel and think of you now? Okay, got you. I don't know. Which verification deck do you want now? I know your numbers. Okay. All right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4. You get a number 4 shuffle out of the fairy deck here. Let me cleanse these decks off for this question here. Okay, guys, I need you guys to open up the magic, and we want to make this magic happen. And we've got Jing's got a reading, and then after that it's your turn, okay, Dead Chrome? But I'm in the middle of doing Jing's reading right now. 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and these do not have reverses, so we'll see what that card says in just a second. And then we'll clear these cards off for this deck here. Okay, you'll be next in line, okay, buddy? Okay, here we go. 4 shuffles in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and the 18th card is now on top. And your verification deck card is Visualization. See the world for how you want it to be before it becomes reality. See the dream before you can make it come true. See it clearly and it will come true. Believe in it clearly and it will come true. Because you are ready to see it truly. Okay? And then on to your other reading here. So you want to know about how he thinks of you now, right? Well, right now, he feels very, very defensive, Jing. You know this. He's defensive as all hell right now. He doesn't want anyone getting close to him, especially someone he cares about. Did you ever stop to think that maybe he's pushing you away to protect you from himself? because he doesn't want to hurt the only thing that's ever been something good in his life. Maybe we have to stop considering that he's doing this as something that he can control. It's a defense mechanism. It comes out without him even trying to happen. The only way you will ever move past this is if you can melt that down and start to make him grow again. That's what we're doing now. We're making him grow again, or giving him the opportunity to do so by pulling himself together after he lets that defenses down. And how he feels about you is that we're going to mold this into something somewhere in the future. Doesn't know what it's going to be yet, but he knows things have to change. He's got to take this into his own two hands, just like you got to take it into your own two hands. So what does that mean? It just means working on it. It means working on himself. It means working on that life, that, you know, getting ready to do that. Getting ready to let that crust on the bottom of the volcano that protects that volcano from erupting, the heat's got to get hot enough, the pressure's got to build enough, the right kind of signs have to go out, and he's sent out his warning signs now. You're ready for it when it happens, but when he explodes, let him explode, and then show him how to pour that brand new world, that new path down, even if that means he has to destroy an old one to get a new one. Just like you have to do the same as well. You have to destroy your old world or old life you had with them so you can build a brand new one. Leave the old behind. It's time to start anew. Date each other again from scratch, and integrate all of the right parts together. Well, like I said, now we've got to pull all the right parts together so they can integrate into him, right? And he's got to focus that energy. The catalyst has happened. He's got to ignite his path and put that energy somewhere. He's got to gather up the right resources, just like you got to gather up the right resources, and do that as well. So that's what you have to start to understand you have to do there, Jing, okay? And he has to own this responsibility much as you have to own your responsibility. Hello, TC. And that's what it's all going to be about. It's going to be about you owning up and setting clear boundaries and letting him know that you are supporting him to get healthy. You are supporting him to do all the things you need to do. And that's why you're allowing him to do this in front of you, because you feel like you are that safe spot for him to land when he does eventually crash and burn. You know? That is your third and final reading for you today. I hope you appreciate that, my lady. Many blessings. I hope that helps. But that's what I got to tell you, sweetheart. All right. Dead Chrome to the reading room. Dead Chrome to the reading room. Half an hour before readings close. Half an hour before readings close. All right. Dead Chrome to the reading room. Dead Chrome to the reading room. It's Freaky Friday on a Wacky Wednesday. A Wacky Wednesday on a Freaky Friday. You're next after Dead Chrome, Suri. Okay. Let's bring this heat. Dead Chrome. Dead Chrome to the reading room. Dead Chrome. You now have 3 minutes. Dead Chrome. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
You gotta wait 3 minutes. I'm gonna have a smoke. And a hydrate. I have only begun. I can't wait for next week. Just to let you know, next week we're doing something brand new up until the week of Halloween. So the week of the 13th and the week of the 27th, we will be doing Dark Week. So I'm going to be experimenting, doing something brand new that I might be adding into the stream too. Okay, guys? So I got a couple things I got to couple assignments I got to do first, and then when I'm done with my assignments, I'll be ready for it. But okay, I got some stuff that I got to do this weekend, some spiritual stuff, and I got to recoup spoons at the same time. So a lot of laying in bed and talking to spirit. They always do. They'll point me to the right movie or the right book or the right anything. And I'll make mistakes. I know I will, but that's okay. I'm willing to make mistakes and get back up and show them just how much I've learned. I'm ready for my final test. I really am. I finally feel like I am ready for this challenge in my life. Never thought I could say that. I'm going to beat this bitch like it was my step-headed grandchild that I have never, ever loved. But, you know, I'm not an abusive fuck, so I'm not going to do that. Or maybe to that child I'm going to do. So fuck it all. I'm taking this to court. I'm going to do this bullshit. Watch me. Don't, you know, and I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail. And I'm going to fail. And I'm going to get right back up and say, is this all you got, bitch? I've been through worse than that. Yeah, I'm going looking. I'm going looking. There, see, now I go to other people for my spiritual health. TC helps me, I help her. It's a mutual admiration society, really. I am. I'm already beautiful, but I'm going to be even more beautiful. I'm going to be the dark beauty. The black swan. You get the analogy. All right, Dad, you've got 26 seconds. I already talked to them today. We've started our contract. I started a contract this morning with them. Today is my last day of letting the Lord and Lady guide me. After this, it's me, Lucifer, and Lilith is who I've chosen to work with. So, the Morning Star and Alexa, cancel timer. You know, and Lilith. So that's who I plan on working with. I've already started writing contracts with them, and I talked to Saturn about that as well. So, and I asked Saturn to guide me in the ways that I needed. I'm ready for my Saturn return. Okay, Dad Chrome, we giving you enough time. Surrey to the reading room. Surrey to the reading room. TC, you're next. This is your last call for a reading. Last call for a reading. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Yeah, Surrey first, of course. You're last. I'm closing the queue down. I'm done. I'm going to go raid out to someone after this and do something fun with the rest of my weekend. And get that 5 and 5. And you want me to choose your deck. Alexa, pick a number 1 through 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 3.
You get the third deck. Okay. Dad, get back in here and we'll get you back on track after. Yeah, it's okay. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know I'm understanding. Just get back in here. I'll still do you. I bet TC will be okay with you going before her. Unless she's got something else going on or something. Okay, so just if you would like to enter the queue again, then you're the last on the list then. Does that work out for you? Dead Chrome? All I'm asking you to do is press exclamation point join if you want another reading. I'll tell you what. I'll give you 5 minutes to think about it. Come and enter the queue if you want. After 5 minutes, I'm closing it down. You got 5 minutes to decide. All right, on to the readings deck. And we got the blue deck, so we got 5 and 5. That's 10. That equals 1 whole shuffle. 5 and 5 is a 1, so we got 1 shuffle with the first card. So I hope this works. I got to really shuffle this deck good then, so I get you a really intuitive reading here. First card, one shuffle, first card in. That's what you get from this card deck. Come on, I want some real answers for Surrey today. So Surrey, wants to know just a general reading, I'm assuming, because I didn't. Oh, wait, nope. Give me a second. So suddenly started talking to this girl, shows interest in, but then at the same time, she doesn't like mixed singles, even though she got a boyfriend. So what are her intentions? What does Spirit have to tell me about this? Okay. All right, they're telling me this is it. Here you go, my Surrey friend. 1. And the first card on top is your card. That was easy. All right, now on to the other one. 5 and 5. 1. Oh, got to shuffle first. Sorry. Cleansing shuffle. I almost forgot. Cleansing shuffle. Almost forgot. Let's get these cards nice and cleared for you. Let's get you some real answers. All right. They say let's go. We're going. 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 minutes, Dead Chrome. 1, 2, 3, 4. No God cards today. All right, Surrey. First, your verification card is environmental awareness. Become aware of your environment today. Become aware of your surroundings. Look for the birds. Look for the things that are trying to give you the obvious signals that you need to be seeing. Your environment and the awareness of your environment will guide you this day and answer this question as well. To verify that answer, whether or not this girl, you know, and all of this stuff here that you were asking me about, you know, I've got to find it. Sorry, Siri. Sorry, I just was rereading your question again because I didn't want to get it wrong. So please give me a second to just kind of look for something real quick here. Yeah, so you want to know about the girl and everything like that. Yeah, I always go reread it again before I give you a reading because and you want to know what she, okay, even though you got a boyfriend, what is her intentions? What does the spirits tell me to do? So, in every relationship, there are tests. There are tests that we are required to take as couples. There are things that we have to remind ourselves that even though when we first began, we put in a lot of work in this. We planted very big seeds in our lives to make us become the person we have become right now. Those trees have now lost their fruit and they're starting to lose their leaves. The seeds are starting to form on the branches of those trees. So what do you want to bring with you that you have to start to remind yourself that this is the beginning of a new start? With you and this person could be a beginning of a new start, but you can't have that new start until your field is plowed, until that other person isn't a person that's a part of their lives anymore. And I'm sorry, they have to be the ones who either end it, agree to end it with their person, or get broken up with in the first place. And even after that happens, they're going to have to go through a month or two of healing before they'll even be ready for someone, anyone, if not longer, depending on the person. We've got ads, so they're going to start in 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Let me know if they start, and I will stop with the reading, okay? So now we have to do that one thing other. What physical thing can I put down for next year that we are going to work on? What mental thing are we going to work on? And what spiritual thing we're going to work on, Suri? But this person right now has so much attachment to it, but they feel the pull of something better. You're that pull towards the light. They're that pull towards the negative. They've got to leave the old behind to embrace the new, but it's got to be their free will choice to do so. And they have to start to make a plan to fulfill that. An easy path forward, one step at a time. They might need some time to deal with all of this, even if things were to end today. Okay? So recognize that and give her the space she needs to throw away the right and bad things that she doesn't need in her life anymore. What is the things that can go into that garden to help it grow? Be the compost pile that covers those seeds for the winter and keeps them safe until they're ready to grow again. By reaching acceptance. And that's what she's got to reach. Acceptance that it's over. Acceptance that she doesn't want to be there anymore. Acceptance that she wants something better, something new, something different. And as much as you want to, you can be the kind of guy who goes and says, I will treat you better. You can show up. You can be present. You can do a lot of things in that way. But sometimes you have to let someone go in order to set them free, so that then when they come back to choose you, you know they really chose you. We have an ad starting in 55 seconds, Suri. So I'm going to end there with saying, be aware of your environment. It's trying to tell you something. Okay? So pay attention to what's going around you. That's all important there. That's your reading for today, Suri. And that's perfect, because then I can be done. Dead Chrome, this is your last chance for a reading. My last and final offer. Dead Chrome, if you're still here, my last and final offer for a reading for you today. Going once, going twice. All right, come back a different day then. All right, TC to the reading room. TC to the reading room. No bullshit here today. Gloves are off. I ain't treating you with any kid gloves. You're gonna get the heat. You want it? You got it. So what verification deck would you like to use today? This is the Goddess deck. This is the Sacred Circle deck, my first deck I learned how to train on. And then this is the Fairy deck. And then, of course, the normal rules apply. Okay. Alexa, pick a number 1 through 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 3.
Going with the Gods deck. I said I was going to do the reverse way this time, so you get the Gods deck. Alright, we're putting these away. Close the queue down. Oh, yeah, you know it's your turn. You don't need a fucking queue to tell you. Alright, I picked. Putting the other cards away right now, so give me 5 whole seconds. Ah, there you go. Because I don't need anything else now. And I got everything I need to do the kind of reading. How much do you want? How bad do you want it? Journey? Or do you want just a normal? Nah, you know what? You don't get a choice. You're fucking getting a journey. Pick your numbers. Pick your numbers. $311? Okay. You have an 11. I want to give you a choice. Do you want 1 shuffle or 11? Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 8 and 3 and 8. But when you add those two numbers up, you get an 11. Do you want 11 shuffles with the 11th card in, or do you want the first shuffle with the first card in? I will give you that choice. You have to make that one for me, okay? Which one do you want? 11 or... Because 11 is a power number. I'll give you 11 then. It sure fucking does matter. I wish you'd quit saying shit like that. It fucking sure does matter which one you choose. That's the way we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you there. I have faith in you, TC. You have no idea what I've seen you become. And just like you have seen certain things for me, I see certain things for you too. So, you know, they're saying ready. So here we go. Here's your 11 God shuffle. Gotta shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. The 11th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 is on top. I'm putting these cards away. I'm putting those cards away. I only need 1 card. That way all of my cards are put away. Ready to rock and roll. And then we return to the regularly scheduled program. And, alright, there we go. You only need that 1 card. Ready. Alright, you said 3 and 8 for your numbers. We're giving you the journey layout reading. Okay, had to wait for something. Here we go with your 3 and 8 shuffles. Here are your 3 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Your wandering path card comes off first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 8 is on top. Your past, your weight, easy, hard. Unseen. Leap of faith, home card, and the lie you tell yourself. For you, I need to do that. All right. Oh, you have no idea. You will, though. First, let's start with your verification deck. And your verification is... Ooh. Okay, I've got to turn it up, the light up a little bit so I can read what it says, because I can't read that. You have bodies of water. Okay, I'll turn it down so you can see the card a little bit here real quick. You have solace, bodies of water. It reads on the bottom, as quoted to you, spend time near water, such a lake, a river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. Let me read that again. Hey, Papa Clutch is in the house. How's it going, Papa? Good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you, brother. I hope you're having an amazing, positive stream lately. I'm glad I could come say hi the other day. I couldn't stick around a lot, but I just wanted to come say, hey, Papa. All right? So, spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. Now, on to the first card and yours. He about to be. What card did we get in our past? What did I tell you the other day was the thing you needed to do now the most right now? This is your moment to make your contract with the light. This is the same thing you were asking me to do, only this time they're really going to say, walk the walk, talk the talk, or this 2x4 will hurt. No more can you hide behind your safe shadow self. That doesn't get to protect you anymore. You're going to be stripped of that darkness and forced to embrace light. Just like I have to do the opposite for me. But this is your path. This is your destiny. This is your will and intent. This is your Lord, your lady saying, are you ready? Because we're taking you to the first step. Here we are to your witch's tower, where you claim your power, you set your intent, and you begin your walk towards that light. One step at a time, one day at a time, while being passionate along that journey, taking the choices one moment, one thing at a time. Let's see where your weight path is, because we're stuck, so we need to find out where we're stuck. We're stuck in communication, right, TC? It's all about the communication. We've learned to communicate one way, but what way haven't we learned to communicate yet? How can we be compassionate even when it's hard to be compassionate? Like you have said to me, a little role reversal in you, in perfect love and perfect trust, in light and love I lead, to do no harm to the best of my abilities. Well, you have to earn judge. Right now, you're just a prosecutor in one of the biggest cases in the world, and you got to win that one first before you get to win judge, okay? So don't get your big britches in a hurry, young lady, because it's time to communicate with your higher powers which way you're gonna go. Which path are you taking? The hard path, the easy path, or the unseen path? What is your choice this time, TC? What is your choice now that you know the claim your power and you're going to communicate right now, this moment, what your intention is? Which one do you want to start your path with? Your choice, your decision. I ain't making this one for you. Your easy path is to share. To share as much of your journey as you can. And this is your easy path here. It's time to share what your needs are. Take the rest break you need. Take the time to sit down on that bench and contemplate and finish soaking this lesson into your life first before we begin this new easy path, because now you're having to be asked to let it soak into your life. The first lessons they're teaching you in light, to let them start to be that spark, that eternal spark within you, the one that will never die, your sun inside of yourself, the sun that you truly are, TC. So share what you need. Share what you deserve, what you actually need to fulfill your life. Do it with an easy plan. Make that plan for yourself and see what you can get. Now, hard or unseen next. You got the hard and unseen on top there. Okay? Told you I was going light on you today. Yeah, go grab your bunny. Well, go grab your bunny. I'll wait. While I'm waiting, time's a ticking away on the clock of life here, TC, and they're wondering if you're ready. They're wondering if you're really ready. They're really wondering if the time is right yet. Have you really? Okay. So choose your next path then, damn it. The bullshit of it all is, TC, is you know exactly what you have to burn away and what you have to use for fuel for your fire. You have to learn to burn away that which no longer serves you purpose to be fuel in that engine of yours. You need to learn to burn that positive light into your very soul, because it is just that easy. The unseen path only requires you to cut through the bullshit, to see beyond your own BS for once in your life. Look yourself dead in the face and ask, what's the one bullshit thing that has stopped me from happy? What is it? What is that one thing? You don't even have to tell me. I'm saying, you say this to yourself, write it down. This is the thing that stops me from my destiny. What is it, and what do I have to cut through? That's your new goal. It should defeat that. In hard path. The hardest thing, the hardest path will be building these new walls around that foundation after you're done pouring it. You've done pouring it, almost done now. We're letting it cure till it's ready to be put walls up on. So, build good walls. Build the walls that will keep you safe from the harm you don't want to have. What do you need to put into your life, brick by brick, stone by stone, that keeps you protected but honors everything else? What is the perfect love and perfect trust and perfect service way to go about doing that? How can I become a woman of true service? Leap or home path? Well, maybe he'll be there to help build it, but you'll still have to do most of the work, okay? He'll support maybe, but you got to wait for him to be ready to come help you build that, right? Okay, so home path. What do you need to bring within and out of yourself? You know it. You know that you don't need anything. You're not waiting for anything. He's creating the very peace you need right now, because you did let him go, because you did give him his free will back to choose you when he chooses you again, because you know it's coming back to you. You know he's coming back. You have a love stronger than any force in this universe, stronger than death, stronger than God, stronger than the devil, stronger than any force. When you believe in that power together as one, there will be nothing in this world that will ever be able to bring you down to that level ever again. And it's time you owned it. That you are the missing piece, yes, but so are you his. And it's time to accept that. You're just each other's missing piece, but right now, he's figuring how to fit into those crazy grooves of yours. Because you know what? It's the right piece, but it's a new puzzle set. And okay, so some little kid forgot to kind of put that extra little brown stuff that comes around all the puzzle pieces sometimes. You kind of have to trim away so it fits just right. Well, he's trimming. And maybe that's all you need to remember. What you need to bring within yourself or expel from yourself anymore is maybe you don't have to do anything other than just be patient, show up, be present, and wait for him to come home. What is your leap of faith? I love it when the gods really love me and I get to have my little moment of ho 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 ho. Because what is your leap of faith? What is your leap of faith? Huh? What is your leap of faith there, TC? What is the one thing we've been trying to learn how to do? What did you say you promised yourself? Oh, I don't know, 10 months ago? What did you say you wanted? Yes, that is the moon. That is the moon, Mercury, and Venus. When they were in the sky a long time ago and you could see them visibly. That Beth took that picture. So that's the moon, Venus, and Mercury, I believe it is. Venus and Mercury. The two closest to the sun. You know, just be happy. You don't have to try to be happy. Just be it. You are the sun. He is the moon. You might only see each other at brief times, but when you come together, there is no force more powerful. Just like that fire ring solar eclipse that happened not too long ago. Just like the second moon we're about to receive for 2 months. How will that affect everything? What is your wandering path? Stop looking around for all the other pretty marbles and start believing in the one you already have. You just need to start to believe in him. That he's getting the help he needs. That he's getting healthy. That he's healing. That he's remembering what it was like to be in love with you. That he's missing you just as much and hurting just as bad as you. That you have to realize that he has chosen you. But he just doesn't know how to be with you. Because he doesn't know how to be with himself. So stop looking around for all the answers in the wrong spots. You have all the answers you need. Because he's already told you the answer. You know it so definitively, you don't need to question it anymore. It's time to trust perfectly. Love him perfectly. And what do you fear the most? And what really scares you? And what are you hiding from? I love this for you. We must bring two worlds together as one. We must walk that gray in between. We don't have to walk in the light. We don't have to walk in the dark. We walk in between two worlds. We learn how to walk each side of the road so that we know when we come down that middle where each of our feet land at any given time. And we choose this path we step onto, because two notes have to come together to make a song. One note is only a note. Two notes is a song. Played over and over again, you can make any music with two notes. Hell, you can do it with one note. It's just not as much fun. So all you're waiting is for him to join the chorus. And just like all great orchestras do, they drop in at the right moment when the piece of music is at its height. When you get that really deep chill down your spine, that, ooh, I can't believe I'm feeling like this good, ooh, spine chilling feeling. Wait till you, it's coming. Wait for it. Wait for it. Any second now. Ooh, and feel it run down your soul and become the unison that you need to become in your life. Embrace that light. Breach! That was my first ever name. Was Unison. The one that told me my destiny, the one who came back in time, was Unison. So if that gives you any idea about predetermined destiny, if that gives you any clue about where you're at in your timeline, that should tell you everything. Because I believe in 150,000% that this means it's time to carve your own damn destiny, because you are loved and you have the power, because you will claim your power. Claim your power. We are going to stoke those fires. We're going to learn to communicate. We're going to be happy. We're going to stop contemplating about the problem. We're going to build new walls. We're going to share, share, share. And all of this comes together in that beautiful soup you're making. And guess what you just made, TC? A meal fit for a king. Right, Queen? Right, Queen? Right, Queen? Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your battery. This is your time to recharge. Your time. Not his time yet. He'll come along. But this is your time. Your time. For this to finally end, the shadow to fall back behind you where it belongs instead of being in front of you. It's been your companion long enough. He's ready to follow instead of lead. She, you know what I meant. That is your reading for today. Lesson over. Take that, bitch, and run with it. Oh, and I don't ever want you to forget this, that you are head bitch in charge, and don't you ever forget it. Heard? 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 Not reading out until she says heard. Alright, I guess I'll wait here for a bit. Alright, guys. I want to hear the words heard from her, but I know they're coming. I have to compile echoes. Oh. Or maybe my chat broke. Did my chat break? Did you get all of that, young lady? Watch the VOD if you didn't. I don't know if you had something come up or what. Or had to walk away for 5 seconds. I just don't feel near the computer right now. Let's have a smoke. Fuck that. Let's have a toke. How about some joint? How about some green on the way out? Oh, this is gonna last me a while. Gonna have one joint, then I have another one in like 5 hours. So then I'll have another one in 5 hours. And if I have just a tiny bit extra, which I might have enough for a bowl there, but that's about it. Alrighty, guys. I would love to hear heard from my friend, but I think she heard me. If she didn't, she'll find out soon enough. But all I want to say is if you're still around, TC, you're more on the way than you think you are. And I can't wait to see this son you become. Because I really can't wait to see it. She gonna be bright star. Alright, since TC, I believe, has taken a moment for her own self, and I don't feel her presence at this exact moment, but I know she's around. It's just, I think she's busy. Let's go see who's out there in Twitch land. I don't remember this person. Siren Song. Oh, where do we want to go today? Any suggestions, anybody? Anybody else here? Alright, I gotta go back to looking at it my way. I can't look at it this way. Alright, now let's go see who we got here. Oh, I don't see her on though. I didn't see her on. Okay, that we haven't done that for a while. I know you might not like her, but I think you need to give her another chance, TC. Okay, but that's my opinion. I'll let you decide for yourself, okay? And I'll tell her to give you another chance if you want me to. But we're gonna go to Lyra. I feel like that's where we're headed today. Not getting a reading from her today. I'm just gonna say hi. I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna raid. Spend 5 minutes with her, and maybe that's all I'm gonna do today. So, and if you need me, I will check Discord in just a second. Alright. Channel points not needed for raid messages. Oops. I know. So. Okay. Oh, let me explain that in a second here. Let me just turn this off here. Let me do that before we go anywhere, okay? How do we walk in between, right? You want to know how to do that the best way? How do you walk in between? So, center and ground yourself like I taught you how to in the beginning. I want you to start doing at least a 5-minute getting rid of the bad, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You can do it all at once as long as you empty the bad and fill it with good. Then after that, I want you to think about one good choice that you've made that's made an impact on your life positively, one negative thing you had to go through in order to make your life be more positive. Now, you're walking in the light, but still remaining that 1 foot in the dark, walking that in between. Okay? Maybe we'll go somewhere. I'll go somewhere. How about this? I'll go somewhere else than her so you can get somebody else. I'll pick somebody else for a change, okay? We'll go somewhere else. I want you to actually get some, not go to someone who's banned you, okay? Okay, I know where we'll go. We'll go to Tarot Mama instead. That's okay. We'll go there instead. I think you like her. I don't know if you've ever gotten a reading from her. She's a very hard person to get a reading from, honestly. She's just so popular, and she does hers in a more random way. So if you're lucky enough to be chosen, you know, and it's all random sometimes. So, okay, well, no worries. I love you. Go have some good time at your grandma's then. Get some rest. Consider everything I said today, and just remember, you're not meant to figure it out all today. It's going to be a process, just like it's going to be for me. But this is where things start to get better. This is where it's getting better. And yeah, that you need that money, okay? So go earn that money, okay? So I love you, and just keep believing, sweetie. You know, just keep believing. Believe in him, believe in you, believe in your love. Never stop believing. Never believe in your magical freedom. Go ahead. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. We're gonna get out of here, going to Tarot Mama instead of Lyra, just to give some people a different. Come in. Cat came in. Then I'm going to go to the bathroom and go pee. I don't really think I need her help today, but we'll see you guys later. I'm out of here. See you next week.